With Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 right around the corner, I couldn't help but go ahead and make a video predicting some moves. Now this ain't gonna be easy though, man, because, well, we already have Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta in the game, and he took a lot of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's moves. So you know what? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's gonna steal a lot of Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta's moves. Also, I gotta preface, we're gonna keep it with the interesting moves, right? Though the really flashy and fun ones, I'm not gonna go over like jumping, light attack, jumping medium, and stuff of that sort. This is just meant for a good time and all that good stuff. So if you guys are going to enjoy today's video, remember to hit the like button. And if you're not already subscribed, you're gonna want to do that. We come out with daily Dragon Ball FighterZ content. So kicking this off, I think Gogeta's normal light attack should just be a normal jab. And the rest of the auto combo will lead into where he goes ahead and does the really quick flurry of punches that Omega Shenron wasn't able to see. With the last hit of that auto combo being a kick that launches the opponent into the air, allowing Gogeta to go ahead and super dash in for the rest of the combo. Gogeta's medium attack is actually going to come to us from Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, where he goes ahead and nails Broly with 2 consecutive kicks, one on the left side of Broly's face and then quickly swapping it to the right side of Broly's face. Now this doesn't knock Broly back, he stands his ground and hunkers down. I wanted to put this as a heavy attack, but given that Broly stuck his ground, I had to go and throw it in as a medium attack. And instead, our heavy attack is going to be this nasty headbutt that Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta lands on Broly, where he flies in from a long distance, nails Broly in the gut with a headbutt, and Broly goes flying back. Keeping in line with those really jarring, heavy-hitting blows, I think the 2H would be really fitting to have this uppercut with. This uppercut hits Broly real hard, and you can feel the impact with that, man. So it's a perfect attack in order to really get that zoom cinematic launcher that we get from Dragon Ball FighterZ with the 2H. Now, unlike Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, we're not going to give this dude a J2H that brings everybody back down to the ground. Oh, no. This J2H is going to launch your opponent into the sky, that way you can continue your combo. And he'll do this with that kick that he used in order to actually deflect Omega Shenron's attack back into the universe. So Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's Ki Blast is going to be that double Ki Blast that he uses against Super Broly. But this is going to be a little bit more interesting. You see, seeing as they're only just 2 Ki Blasts and that's all he's throwing, I think they should pierce through people's projectiles. Meaning, if let's say Vegeta was going ahead and throwing a flurry of Ki Blasts, these Ki Blasts right here would burst right through all of them. But they would still lose to your traditional beams. This is actually something that Z Broly's Ki Blasts do, except Z Broly can shoot out a massive amount of Ki Blasts, and Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 would only be able to shoot out 2. We can't have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta without a ×10 Kamehameha. So he definitely gets that one, but if you hold the button down, you can run with the beam, kind of like GT Goku can. And once you release it, you'll get confetti. Once the confetti gets unleashed, if it makes contact with the opponent at all and doesn't whiff, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 will go ahead and teleport behind the opponent for another attack, which leads to a full combo. Now when I rewatched the Super Broly movie, I found this one attack that I saw it and I had to put it in here. And that's going to be his quarter circle back special attack. This is going to be a projectile counter. You see, Gogeta sees Broly charging up a beam and he immediately whips out this kind of like Ki shield right in front of himself, and Broly ends up throwing the Ki Blast directly into it and it deflects off that shield and right back into Broly's face. So this counter would be amazing for projectiles because you'd put that little Ki Blast shield up, it would last just a little bit longer than Hit's counter, and if it connects with the projectile will literally turn around and nail the opponent back in the face. The only downside to this being certain Ki Blasts people would be able to go ahead and vanish out of that in order to avoid it. However, you can always vanish their vanish and you return back to neutral. Now his quarter circle forward light, medium, and heavy attack are going to be a flurry of upside down punches that he uses against Broly when they break the dimension. This would kind of work similar to GT Goku's move where he kind of lunges forward in an arc and then does his Ki Blast, except instead of this time being that little like orb blast that GT Goku does, he would instead be upside down and punching you furiously, leading into a kick at the end of it. The light version wouldn't give you a wall bounce, the medium version would, and the heavy version would give you a more impactful one. Each one of these would also go further than the previous. Now our quarter circle back light, medium, and heavy is going to be a teleport kick that Gogeta does against Broly, where he goes above him, teleports, and nails him in the head or the neck, I forget which one. And by doing the EX version, Gogeta will throw out a 10 times Kamehameha, instead of the normal one that he opts for in the movie. Gogeta didn't have the most screen time in GT, so we had to go ahead and put as much GT representation as possible in his super moves. So his level 1 has got to be Final Shine. It's a traditional level 1, he does a one-handed Final Shine attack, but if you want to dump 2 bars into it, Vegeta will stop being lazy and dedicate a second arm to this thing and dish out a lot more damage. Now there's a catch to this. If you decide to hold the button down even longer than your standard level 2, you can actually drain the rest of your meter and dump it into prolonging the attack even longer. This may not be worth it with scaling, but I'm not a game developer, so it's not up to me to figure out the damage values of that one. And I mean, because we already have Vegeta's final shine in here, we have to throw in Goku's 10 times Kamehameha in here as well as a level 1. I know we have it as a different move as well, so we can solve this by making the beam bigger, right? Bigger means more damage. Now his level 3 has to be Big Bang Kamehameha. Like, how do you have a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta without that move? And by turning it into a level 5, you can make it a times 100 if you want to. And his last level 3 is probably one of the most memorable parts of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and that's when Omega Shenron blasts him with a bunch of ki blasts, and Gogeta's completely unfazed. This counter would work against any and all moves, whether it's physical or projectiles. Now once the counter actually lands, Gogeta taunts the opponent, asking them to do his backside. And it's at this point we enter a cinematic similar to Goku Black's level 3, where Gogeta would go ahead and make copies of himself that all get ready to go ahead and shoot a beam. And once they do, it's a bunch of confetti that deals damage to the opponent. It's got the humiliation and the disrespect of Vidal's counter super, and the comedy and lightheartedness of Gogeta, as well as kind of like the same effect as Captain Ginyu, where they get into the pose and it does a little bit more damage. Now obviously this is more than likely not going to be correct as far as the final moveset for Gogeta, but let me know what you guys would have as his moveset in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to go ahead and hit the like button. It helps out a bunch. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. We got ourselves an amazing community. I'd love to see you become a part of it. We got daily Dragon Ball FighterZ content as well. As always, I thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful day.